Oh boy, people didn't really like my opinion on my Mandolorian video. Actually quite a few of you, even though not having a terrible like to dislike ratio, but my comment section was also on fucking fire.
Drop it.
Agreed. Just a bored blogger who needs a real job. I won't be subscribing.
No. Wait.
Dislike the fuck out of this idiot's video. Karen hasn't even seen Ender yet.
I don't think I've ever had this much of a controversial video, ever. And honestly, some of the responses were pretty good. Some of them were actually pretty good critiques on my video. But some of you even missed some of the shit that you could have critiqued. But instead of me damage controlling the comment section, I'm going to turn to a video. As you can tell, I'm actually kind of excited to read these comments, not because I think I'm right. I just love reading comments and getting feedback for videos because it improves me tenfold for my future content. Alright, enough dicking around, let's read some of these comments. Wait, you didn't mention Andor. Actually, I'm not worried about Mandalorian at all because it's an empty sheet. And whatever they do, it's going to be good because we will have Mando and all other Mandalorians gathered together, united under the dark saber. Well, I'm not sure what you mean by playing sheet because Season 3 has it set up already. Another thing is, I do agree, I think they will be gathered under the dark saber since, you know, that's the whole meaning behind it, really. But the problem is that Bo-Katan didn't really present a proper argument against the Mandalorian in that scene. Nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans. Well, I do have to agree at a certain point, but Star Wars is also run by someone that has this shirt. Another reason for fans being angry at Star Wars is that we got mediocre and absolute garbage content from Disney. Anyway, the new season's a month away from now, so we'll see. Again, I still might be wrong, and I still might be right. Why can't you do a bit without cursing? Perhaps you aren't intelligent. Gosh darn, you're right guys, I do have a really bad tendency of swearing a lot in my videos. It actually might be a problem. I'll just go jump off a bridge. Huh, wait, maybe not. Okay, but seriously, I'll never understand the argument of swearing in videos or just swearing too much anyway. It's a word, it's meant to be used. And if you have such a problem with someone swearing so much, why don't you just go back to YouTube Kids? You looks bad. Ooh, that was a pretty good roast. Seems like me and you need to go back to kindergarten English though, because we both can't fucking spell. Anyway, I'm surprised a lot of people didn't really point out the spelling errors. I did rush that video a lot. That was pretty stupid of me. I disagree. The only bad thing I see in your videos is editing and your audio mixing. The first minute of your video made me realize that your opinions are trash.
What?
Shit. That kind of hurt my feelings, man. I mean, I guess that's what you get for editing on your phone, I guess. But all jokes aside, that was a pretty good critique. But I don't know how that correlates with my opinion on a video, though. Why you have 24 freaking subscribers? You called Obi-Wan Kenobi and Book of Boba Fett trash. I can't tell who has worse grammar, me or him. I don't know what your point was supposed to be. Was that like saying that I'm underrated? I have 24 subscribers. Hit subscribe, by the way. For calling me trash? I don't know what to fucking get from this comment. Dislike the fuck out of this idiot's video. Karen hasn't even seen Andor yet. Are you shitting me? I mean, I'm not sure how me not seeing a piece of Star Wars media, again, disproves any of my points. Also, did you just assume my gender? But yeah, I've got this comment a lot in my videos that I haven't seen Andor, and somehow this is a fucking sin. I'm sorry I didn't watch a piece of Star Wars media about a character that isn't really relevant to me. And I'm not saying if it's an irrelevant character, you can't write a great story to write them up to be one of the best. That is a really retarded argument, but not to pull a rice gum, but that is still not relevant to the topic of the video outside me mentioning it quickly. Why? Why do people get worked up about rumors and speculations before anyone has watched a single episode? The majority of the sorts of speculations prove untrue or turn out to have lacked context, but they still manage to turn off watchers who decide not to bother giving a show a viewing. For the first part of your comment, it's because majority of the trailers for Mandalorian were pretty good, but for Season 3, this one was very off-putting because it didn't really present anything exciting or even any logical reasons for the conflict they did present. But if you're a shill and like seeing Execute Order 66 for the 900th time, well then there you go, I guess that's your cup of tea. I do have to agree, most speculatory videos aren't true because they don't really have much evidence in it, but the thing is, some of them are actually very on point, such as the Rey Palpatine theory video, or the Game Theories video on who's gonna die in Avengers Endgame, and probably many others I just can't think of off the top of my head. That was a very good comment. They brought their opinion very well together, and actually proved some good points against my video. The second you dissed Obi-Wan, I stopped watching.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Yikes. A very rare sight of a Obi-Wan Kenobi show fan. I'm gonna say this. If you think scenes like this and this are acceptable on TV, well, I think you might have some taste issues. It would be cool if Bo-Katan was speaking to the armor and not Din Djarin when she talks about not being there for the fall of Mandalore. Creepy as that sounds, I guess would be a cool scene. I just don't see how that would make much sense. Like, I don't see it having any really relevance to her life outside of her just meeting it on Din Djarin. Man, I'm down with your editing, man. Good stuff. I got this on the front page recommendation. You go places, man. Keep it up. Thank you, you know? There's some comments that don't hurt my feelings and make me want to cut my wrists sometimes. Okay, adding Bo Unix here, I kind of realize I make a lot of suicidal jokes. I am not suicidal. That's just my kind of sense of humor, dark humor. I apologize. The Naboo Starfighter kind of looks dumb, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I think it looks okay. It's kind of like a nice, funny reference to Phantom Menace and some fan service. Alright, update on the dislike and like ratio. It is now at 29 and 39. It's still 10 off, but it's still pretty cool that we're almost beating that shit. Anyway, I found some more comments about, for whatever reason, people hating that I didn't watch Andor. Yeah, people are entitled to their opinion, so I was just sitting there through the video, like, whatever. But when he said he hasn't seen Andor, I was like, what the hell are you making a Star Wars video on a series that hasn't come out yet? I'm presuming there is a chance homie hasn't seen the first 4 episodes of the 2nd season of Bad Batch. This guy just wants to feed into the hate of Star Wars. Again, I'm not sure how me not seeing 2 forms of Star Wars media disproves my point on Mandolorian. And it's like, okay, sure, I haven't seen the four new episodes. I don't even know there's 4 new episodes of Bad Batch I saw. I didn't even know the new season even came out. It was advertising as dog shit. So that means Disney's not even interested in that series. Like, I watched the first season. It was cool, I guess. It was nice seeing what happened to Kamino, because I was actually kind of curious about that, so that answered my question. And seeing the evolution from the Clone Trooper armor to the first phase of Stormtrooper armor. Andor, I will get to that. I'm just working on a Book of Boba Fett review that will connect into my little speculation video, and it will be like a nice little trio compilation of my whole Mandalore Season 3 speculative series, I guess, whatever you want to call it, to just up my point. I agree, just a bored blogger who needs a real job. I won't be subscribing. Now listen here, you piece of shit. You see this contraption right here? This is called the E11 Blaster. If you don't hit subscribe, I'm gonna shoot your ass up with this. Anyway, the real job part, well, I'm fucking 16. If it's only part-time work for me, my guy. So if you count 16 hours a week as a real job, there you go, I guess. I also started a little comment train here saying, the updating people on the dislike count. I will still be updating this comment. So far, we're at 39 now within an hour when I was recording. Yo, that's kind of crazy. Thank you for that. Anyway, that's going to do it for this little hate reading, hate comments video. If you want me to do more or update it on the fucking Mandalorian video, please let me know. This was a lot of fun to make. And yeah, see you in my Book of Boba Fett review. See ya.